All systems go. Oh, hello. I'm gonna try and show you while I'm cruising the world, or space, if God of War is any good. So, let's jump in right now, and I'll let you know. God of War is finally upon us, and it's made its way to the PlayStation 4 in 2018. I am totally blown away by this game on all accounts. Not only because we're playing this game on an old system now that's reaching its 6-year point as a legacy system, base system, but also the way it kind of gives a cinematic approach and pushes boundaries. It's like those moments where you play Half-Life 2 or you play all these great games such as Metal Gear Solid. It's like something clicks and you say to yourself, yes, this is a very good game. Let's start with the graphics. The graphics are amazing. I was playing this on the base PlayStation 4, not the Pro, and I was only capping like 30 frames, but it just blew me away, like how smooth and optimized the whole experience was. It didn't feel like there was any frame drops. It was just like totally fluid from beginning to end. And also like how it's developed, like the armor on Kratos feels like it's not an extension but actually something different. The way it moves, the way the trees move, the way the weather and the wind and the contractions of the scenery is just totally mind-blowing. And if you're a PC gamer like me, it just makes you want to like take your PC and throw it out the window, because you realize that it's possible to develop such high-end games graphically as this on a very old machine that's totally outdated in my opinion. And also what's really cool is the way you traverse around the world. You have your son and he joins you and you're climbing up walls, etc., and he'll just jump on your back randomly and join you in the excursion and also develop himself with you. And the development between the two is amazing. I'm a father myself, so I understand. And the way they've done this, they've taken it on a very personal level, and it feels great, and it optimizes the story. Even like you feel like it's open world, but it's not. It's still kind of linear, but it doesn't feel like it's wasted in any way, such as Zelda, for example, that feels kind of like a filler in the middle as Metal Gear Solid 5. So you didn't get that. The axe, the Leviathan, is a really cool weapon. You feel connected with here. It's got that Force Hammer feel to it because it was developed in the game by the guys who did Force Hammer, and the way that you throw it and it retracts back to you, it just never gets old. And in combat scenarios, you can really connect with the weapon, and you can use it to all different mannerisms, and you can upgrade it, and it just gets more and more powerful. And the son is also learning more stuff as well. So as you develop in the game and the enemies get stronger, so does the combat, so does everything else. Also the combat is with the enemies is really cool. They have different elements, like one enemy will not react to your axe, so you have to put your axe away and try a different approach with your fists. And the way that you throw the axe and bring it back, you can do it over and over again, and you never get sick of it. I found myself in a scenario with different types of enemies, and I had to really think about how I was going to approach that, and had some really scary moments. And you die quite a lot as well, but every time you come back you kind of learn something new, so it really brings that element to it, you know. So yes, music as well is also very cool, very deep, and storytelling for me was quite emotional. At the beginning I felt quite heartstrung. Now we go into like the upgrading system. I find the upgrading system is nothing really revolutionary. It's not something that's not been done before, but the way it's done and the approach is really well streamlined. Like you have the typical tree and you can upgrade from there, and it just felt totally like approachable and easy to use, you know, and really worked in the game. So that was another element. So far this game is absolutely amazing on all accounts. Not only the combating system, but also every aspect of it. The music, the sound, the feel of the game. I had moments where like my jaw felt like it was dropping off, because every corner just brought a new wonder to me and kept me in the game. And the way that you can upgrade and your son learns from the environments, and the boss fights are also very cool. There's one at the beginning with the stranger. That's kind of the most epic boss fight I've ever seen, the most cinematic, and I won't forget it in a long time. So overall, this game is amazing, and it pushes boundaries, and I think it's taking the last generation of PlayStation 4 and pushing it to that final element. Okay, so I'm done with my opinion, but what would I give it as an overall? Let me dial up the computer systems, and let's bring up the video here or here and see what I would give God of War.
Number of the day is 9.
So that's the number, yes, that's the number, that's the number of the day. That's the number,
That's the number of the day. 9.